What's up, everybody? Welcome to the podcast about a playlist. I'm Jon.
I'm Brandon.
Hope you're all doing well. We got a lot of fun music to talk about this week, so I'm just going to dive right in, man. We're kicking
Let's
things
go.
off with a new one from Jay Wara called Show Me You Love Me, as I believe the acronym, what it breaks down to. The technical name of the song is SMYLM, but
Smill'em.
name is Snillum. Yeah, dude, this is a fucking banger. Well, I shouldn't joke about it because it's actually a good song that people should take seriously. I think this is the first one since like Checkout or whatever that one like a few years ago where I'm like, oh, this is why Jay Wara is like on my list of dudes that I always check out. This is a banger, man. What'd you think?
Oh, 100% banger. Huge fan of this one. The percussion is great. Those little
Yeah.
bells, dude. Just the like the little rings that are
Mm-hmm.
happening in the track. The details matter. Jay Wara gets the details.
Exactly. Well said, man. New one from Michael Beebe, front and back seat. This is another, again, just a banger, man. We have not covered a lot, maybe if any, of his music on the podcast, but I felt like this was as good as a first track's gonna get to throw him on here. What are your feelings about him as like a producer and this track in general?
Michael Beebe is great. You, there's very few artists that kind of lie in this era or this realm of house that like I super dig.
Hmm.
Michael Beebe is one of those though because he does have the production chops and the DJ chops to back it up. Yeah, man, the dude can get it. This track is just proof.
Absolutely. New one from a craze in West End called Apple Cider. I thought the track was really good, especially like the instrumental, but I found the lyrical refrain to be a bit odd on this one.
Amble
What'd you think
signer.
about it?
I fucking love this track, bro.
Of course.
Let's get A Craze and West End together on like a full project. Call it, I don't know, Anti Down. And yeah, let's go.
Do we know who runs Catch and Release Records? I feel like I've seen the Fish Hook album
I,
artworks a lot in the EDM
I
world
want
this
to say it's
year.
an ex. I want to say it's an ex Dirty Bird guy, but I can't put my name to it right now.
Gotcha. We'll look into it. Yeah, I know like I think the last Fisher track had the same thing. There's been a few this year that we've covered. Definitely a good label to follow right now. They're putting out a lot of heat.
Right.
New one from Ophio and Dufree, man. This one is called Halium Halloumi Balloon, I think is the name of the track. It's a fun one, man. Dubby electro like this in 2025 is beautiful to hear. I'm a fan. What about you?
Such a unique take on bass music Opio has.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
I, I can't help but like be enamored by his music.
It's always just a little different and a little curious and makes you, not in a bad way, but in a way that makes you like listen a little closer. This was really, really fun.
You heard it here. You heard it here first, everybody. Opio's music is bass curious.
Oh, we need shirts printed of that. All right, we got this Amelie Lens remix of Voices in My Head by Anima. Thought it was a great remix. I don't know if it surpasses the original, but I think it's just as good as the original. What do you think about this
Nah,
one?
better than the original. This one fucking goes.
You're just a techno head though, so that was always going to be your take on
Okay,
it.
shut up, John.
I'm not wrong. You didn't say I was wrong.
No, you're not wrong.
New one from Alice in Wonderland. I want to live in a dream. I love everything this girl puts out, so naturally I love this. We got an album date, man. Ghost World
Yeah,
is
we
her new
do.
album. Expect it to be very trap heavy, but very Alice in Wonderland trap heavy. Drops October 3rd. Very stoked, man. What about you?
Love that for all of us.
Same.
Yeah, she crushes. Crushes.
Yeah, man. She's definitely in like a zone. She has her own sound. It's very distinct. I'm interested to see how it'll differ from Loner a few years ago, because that seemed like a very personal record that still managed to be plenty chaotic and bassy. But her saying she's leaning full into trap for this one, I'm expecting some extra chaos.
Let's go.
New one from Raul Alejandro, Buenos Terminos. I thought, as always, his voice sounds great, but I thought this song was just okay. What about you?
Yeah, I'm not huge on the song, but I will say that Senor Alejandro's vocal melodies are some of the best in Latin music.
I think that's why him and Bad Bunny are as big as they are. It's their vocal melodies and instincts more than necessarily their writing or performances. Both of them just know how to work with melody in a way that is very listenable, even if you're not like fluent in the language they're singing it in. So
Yeah,
kudos on that.
100%.
New one from Latin Mafia and Omar Apollo. Jesus Christ, man. I love both of these artists so much. So when I saw they released a song together, I was over the moon, hit play. Naturally, I loved everything about it, down to just some of the best album artwork this year for a Latin track I've seen. This is great, man. I fucking love it. What about you?
I love it. Yeah, Omar Apollo. He's that Latin twink that Frank Ocean and Tyler the Creator are beefing about, right?
That's the rumors. I mean, at least as of a few years ago. I didn't know if that's still current.
Let's hope it forever stays like that because clearly everybody in that group is well, aside from Frank, is getting real creative about it.
Hey, Frank's getting creative in his own way, I'm sure. We're just not a part
Cock
of
rings
it.
are old news, John.
You're right. You're right. When did Blonde come out? 10 years ago almost now. Um,
Fuck, man.
we got a new one from Mariah the Scientist and Kali Uchis. It's Is It a Crime is the name of this one. I think Kali elevates what is otherwise a pretty standard, solid R&B duet here, man. Good track. What'd you think of this one?
That's I mean, you hit the nail on the head. My notes are the same, just worded differently. Callie was literally the only feature for this one to kind of bring everything out the way it needed
Mm-hmm.
to.
Yeah, yeah. Uh, I love this next song, man. India Shawn, an artist I'm new to, got Lucky Day on this song, Cotton Candy Boulevard, that sounds like it was fucking tailor-made to be a Lucky Day song. Like, the second I hit play on it, I knew he was on it because I added it and I saw it because of him. But it's one of those songs that when you hit play on it and you hear the production, you're like, oh, Lucky Day better fucking be on this song. Like, this is right up his alley. And
Right.
naturally, he crushes it. But she crushes it as well, man. This is a really good duet. I enjoyed it. What about you?
I really like this one too, man. Lucky Day continues to grow on me, even though I honestly I still regret giving what was it,
Candy Drip?
Candy Drip such an interesting review.
Great album. Yeah. Hey, we've all been there, man. I go back to some of mine. I'm like, "Ew," but that's growing. That's life.
I,
That's
I'm
learning.
allowed to be wrong sometimes.
We often are. We should just say that in the front of the show. Hey, we're Jon and Brandon. We're going to be wrong about almost everything 3 months from now. But listen for this. It's fun. All right, man. We got new one from Chapel Roan. The Subway is the name of it. I liked it more than her last single, but probably not one I'll be revisiting outside of the times I'll be forced to hear it on radio and in public. What about you?
Yeah, if you go to JC Penney, this will be playing pretty much every
Probably is
day,
right now. Yeah.
every 14 minutes. Look, man, I like this one a lot better than Good Luck, Babe. This one is pretty good. She said that an album isn't coming for like a long time, which I mean tracks, because she
Yeah.
doesn't have to put. I mean, I think this is not number one already. Uh,
She
but
knew Taylor was dropping. That's why.
we didn't do music news today. We'll do that next week. All right. Look, man, I actually think it's weird though that she's not like rushing to make an album, and I actually like respect it a little bit. But she was catapulted to fame from her last record, so
Yes.
I mean, like
I
unfathomable fame. So
the world awaits. I think the next Doechii album is going to have a similar like hyper attention to its lack of progress in the early years following the one that kind of broke them. Everyone just has this immediacy need in this day and age. And I like artists
no,
like
no,
this
you're
that are
right.
like, I'm going to prove that I'm a good live performer for a couple years, naturally write songs over time instead of giving myself another deadline to have an album done by that might have a few good songs and is mostly going to be filler. Like I'd much
No, I
rather
respect the
go
shit
the
out of it.
elongated route.
I,
Exactly.
I super respect it, and I hope that I hope that one day we get another album, which would be sick. But
It
I
would
liked
be.
this song. I liked the video to it. There was the lyrics are good, man. Dive into the lyrics. I think you'll like it a little bit more than you did on first listen.
The video is great. I will dive into the lyrics more as I'm sure time goes by. But yeah, a good video, better than her last song or two. So thumbs up for me.
There we go.
New one from the Beths. Mother Pray for Me is the name of this one. What did you think about it?
Honestly, man, this song is beautiful, and clearly her voice is angelic or whatever. But I do really like the Beth songs with a little bit more edge and a little bit more energy to them. So I think we're getting the album this week, right?
Yeah. Oh,
Next
actually,
week?
I don't know. I think next week. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
This
it's one
week,
of those.
everyone's clearing out for Taylor except for like Kerosene Heights and some other ones. So It's gonna be a fun time regardless. But
Go Kerosene Heights.
go Kerosene Heights. What if they charted #1? How crazy would that be?
Oh my
This
God.
you said it a little nicer than I would. This one's just a little too folky for me, but I'm really excited for the album based on the strength of that last single alone. No Joy, I think was the name of that one.
Look, man, go chop a tree down, go live in the forest for a little bit, wear like a wispy dress, and you'll understand folk, like real quick.
Did you catch any of the online discussion around Home by Edward Sharpe and the Magnetic Zeros being potentially the worst song ever the other day?
Uh, all of those words mean nothing to me. No, I did not catch any of that, and
Oh
I'm
man.
very interested now.
Essentially, people shared a tiny desk clip of an Edward Sharpe performance. So just paint that picture in your mind, and a bunch of people, I
I'd
think
prefer not
mostly
to.
equating just general folk of that kind to being the worst era of music, the stomp, clap, hey, indie music. But I honestly think whether that's all going to be subjective, so it's a pointless argument. But it's interesting to go back to a time of like this earnest, optimistic indie of like the Obama era time to now. It's such a different world, man. So I feel like a lot of that type of shit either comes across as like cheesy or saccharine. I think that the fans of it are gonna like it no matter what, though. It's a funny
Fair.
discussion. Edward Sharpe actually had to post and be like, "Hey, I don't think that's the worst song of all time."
For what it's worth, I like the music I make. I
Uh,
don't care if Mumford and Sons had Ed Helms in their music video.
Yeah, he might be the only one, man. That shit's weird. All right. Let's move on, man. We got a new one from the starting line called Circulate, man. I'm so happy these guys are back. They still sound great. New album on the way. I'm pretty stoked for it. What about you?
Somebody give this fucking band a round of applause. My God. Can we just please give them their flowers? I know that they have, bro, we haven't seen an album from them since 2007.
It's
This will
been
be
a
an
long
eight
time.
if it comes out this year, it'll be 18 years. They did, and I'll try to remember to put it in the show notes. I know I say that shit all the time, people that listen to us, but and I don't, but they put out this like live series where they went into a studio and just fucking cranked out a couple of their fucking hits for like an hour and a half, and
Hmm.
like the dudes have hits, man. And my God, this song was, it was almost like cathartic to hear, man. It's so good.
Yeah, they have not lost it, dude. And yeah, we're getting it this year. The album, aptly titled Eternal Youth, drops September 26th. So we'll hear it next month.
Forever young. Go ahead.
Thank you. We got a new one from Fleshwater called Jetpack. This song blows me away every time it comes on. One of my favorite recent rock releases, and another album I'm extremely excited for. We needed more of this like 2000s coded male female trade-off vocals alt rock shit back, and this did it for me, man. What about you?
Pretty guitars with pretty vocals on top. So hot right now. And I am 100% fucking here for it. Inject this 2000s, early 2000s, late 90s coded alt
Yeah.
rock into my fucking veins. Let's go.
Yeah, where the fuck's Adema at? Come on, we need
Let's
Adema back.
somebody get garbage to Coachella. Let's do
The
this
way
shit,
you
y'all.
like it. Yeah, dude, I'm down for it. All right, man. We got a new one from Bad Cop called Eye for an Eye. This is so fucking good. Thank you for adding it. I
You're
hit
welcome.
follow and I look forward to hearing more from them. What did you think about this one?
Do you like the Interrupters? Do you like real punk rock? Well, babe, if I got a band for you, it's Bad Cop, Bad Cop. God, I love this fucking band.
Really fucking good, man. Good find. Another one from End It, a band we talked about recently. This one's called Optical Delusions. I've only heard the two songs of theirs so far, but I have really enjoyed both. I think that they're adding a breath of fresh air to this scene, and I appreciate it, man. What did you think about this song?
This song made me realize that, like, over the last couple of years, we have seen less beat down, tough guy hardcore,
Yes.
and we're seeing more hardcore. And maybe that's the political, well, like you said, days were easy during Obama. We had fucking Of Monsters and Men up there, boom stop clapping all over the place. And it was easy to be a tough guy. But nowadays, we need some hardcore fucking punk a la Ian McKay. These guys do it. Let's fucking go, dude. This is
Yes.
great. I can't. I'm dying to hear more of the hardcore punk side of hardcore, and I'm here for it.
I have a feeling that they got an album on the way, so I'm sure we'll be hearing more from them soon.
I hope they never end it.
A band that definitely has an album on the way, and one that I am very much looking forward to, is Dying Wish. I'll Know You're Not Around is the name of this one. This song fucks so hard, dude. The album they announced comes out later this year. It is one of maybe my most anticipated metal release. I've been fucking with this band for the past like few weeks or months, and I'm just really digging their sound, and I think that this song is one of their best. What did you think about it, man? I've been dying to hear your thoughts on this one.
Another very common dying wish W. Her voice is
Yes.
fucking awesome. And
So good.
yeah, man, I'm like you said, I'm very excited for this record. Should be fun.
They are touring with Static Dress. That's going to be fucking wild, man.
You'll love to hear that sentence come. My God, man.
Yeah, yeah, great one. I might try and break out if it's on one of my nights off and catch that one because that sounds like a fun time.
Nights off. What are you in your 30s?
No, almost my 40s, buddy. So
You're still in your 30s, John.
you're right. You're all right. I just said like a year ago, I was like, I'm just gonna start saying I'm 40. I don't give a fuck.
It's when you stop going to Costco and you start going to the Costco.
God
You know what I
damn it.
mean? Like,
I mean, I'm refilling water bottles at this point, man. I'm doing things I never thought I'd be doing. Talk to me about this new one from Orbit Culture called Hydra.
I'm always impressed with Orbit Culture because number one, they have yet to like change their sound very drastically at all. And number
Yeah.
two, the vocalist, the lead guitarist, he does everything about this band is him. He writes it, he produces it. I mean, I'm sure he hires other people for that too, but he also like directed the music video. I mean, I'm constantly going to be impressed by this band. The music is good.
Yeah, yeah. I don't think I was as much of a fan of the clean vocals on this track, but the riffs, the chugging are so nasty. It was hard to really care, man. I thought it was really good
Yeah.
stuff overall.
I know you didn't like love their last album, but you'll be all right.
I thought this one was good. You're right. I hope I'll be all right. Dude, all right. Talk to me about the new Between the Buried and Me one, man. Absent Thereafter.
Welcome to everybody's most obvious Brandon song of the week.
Had a feeling.
Bask in it. Bask in it. My God, the best brand in prog metal, and nobody can tell me any differently, bro. The duality of styles that we've heard from just the first couple singles, as of today, the recording today. What are we recording on the 12th of August? They've already teased another track on Instagram, and it is I think people on the forums are saying that it might be like top three BT Bam albums.
Wow.
I'm gonna withhold what I truly believe. But God, the way they add different elements to their music, man, Tommy sounds so fucking good on this too.
Yes,
Just
he does.
wow. I'm definitely this week when I get paid, definitely buying tickets to go see them. I'm gonna go see them. I believe they're playing at the Riverside Municipal Auditorium. You know
Oh,
I love
sick.
that venue.
Yeah.
And actually Silverstein's playing there too this year, which is
Fuck
wild,
yeah.
wild
Yeah.
shit. So yeah, I love this song, love this band. I love everybody that's listening to this.
Well said, man. Okay, all the hesitation that the first single gave me was quickly erased by this one, man. This is what I was hoping for. I am on board for the new album. Can't wait. Top three is insane to fucking claim. Do not put that type of pressure on this album. We gave Colors 2 like a 9 or 10, and Colors 2 isn't even in their top three. So good
I
luck. It's gonna be a great album no matter what, but
You know
that's
what's funny, man?
insanity.
I actually went back to that review and it's so funny because like both of us were like, this is a 10. This is a 10. This is a 10. Like
Yeah,
it
yeah.
was
By the end of the
uh
Dream Theater, like second drum solo, it's a 10. Yeah.
my God, man. Yeah, I'm excited. This is also the first album without their backup guitarist. Not backup, rhythm guitar was second guitarist. His name is Dusty. There was some drama. We haven't talked about it a lot on the podcast because I tend to avoid all of the drama shit, but there was
Hmm.
some drama with him. I guess there's a lawsuit or whatever. He's not credited on any of the singles. They're going to be touring with Tristan, who I saw when I went to their Coma, Alaska tour. Who just fucking shreds, by the way. Stands in the
Yep,
back of the stage until it's his time to shine. He comes up and just fucking destroys your face.
of
So,
course.
I mean, yeah, the boys hired him. So,
Oh man. All right, we got a new one from Sanguishugabog called Rotted Entanglement. I'm sorry, man. You have to tell what happened to you when clicking on a video on how to pronounce this band's name.
You're gonna throw me out like that. All
I'm
right,
gonna
so
do
all
that.
right, I've got to do it. So I'm on Reddit. Somebody says, "How do you pronounce Sanguisugabog?" And the top comment is obviously just spelling the band's name out. Third comment down, someone's like, here's a link. The band is telling you how to do it. I clicked on it. I got fucking rickrolled. I don't know what to tell you, man. I got rickrolled, and you know what? I'm not proud about it. But look, John, you know the rules. So do I. I'm gonna get you one day.
There's gonna be like a recovery group you can go to of other people that have been rickrolled. Oh man,
What
that
a
was
death metal for him.
in
Come on, man.
2025. Dear God,
Come
man.
on, man.
They just send you a picture of them doing the circle below their waist too.
God damn, man. I
Um,
got
it,
got kids.
in terms of the music though, this might be my favorite song of theirs we've reviewed so far. This one fucks, man. I like it. What about you?
Don't you love it when hardcore kids get together and they're like death metal and everybody's like, yeah, death metal.
Yeah. Yes, man. There's always room for more death metal as far as I'm concerned. We got a new one from an abstract illusion called No Dreams Beyond Empty Horizons. The technicality on this track alone is fucking astonishing, man. So well done, but it's a banger. What'd you think about it?
All right. So do you remember Whoa? Do you remember reviewing their album Whoa?
Vaguely, yes.
Yeah, so if BT Bam had not released their single this week, this would
This
definitely
would
have
have been
been
it.
my song of the week, man. Like you said, the technicality is crazy, the synth work is crazy, the softer moments juxtaposed perfectly. They're doing like an Opeth thing, but it's not really derivative. It's much more like it's much more like we're gonna do Bloodbath when Michael from Opeth was their lead singer, and then we're gonna bleed in some Emperor, and it's a beautiful thing, man. It's just
It is, man.
it's so good. I cannot wait for this new album. I believe, and now I have to verify, because I am who I am. So please hold for just one moment while I verify what I'm about to say. Correct, correct, correct. And of course, it's on Willow Tip. I could have told you to guess what label it was on.
It's just it's always Willow Tip, man. Always
It's
has been. Oh man, yeah, this is a banger. We will definitely be covering the new album when it drops. One more single to talk about this week because you know I was not going to let the new Peeling Flesh single be released and we're not going to talk about it, man. This one is called Midnight. I think that this is their first non-collaborative song since the G Code, which was in like my top two metal albums last year. This is also the start of a new album rollout, which is coming out next month. I think PF Radio 2 or something is what it's called. Let's fucking go. This one was everything I love about their sound back. It's got the squeals, got the hard riffs, the fucking blast beats, it's just got the fucking DJ scratches in there. It's got everything I love about Peeling Flesh's music and then some, man. Great track. What'd you think about it?
their entire discography will, in what is 20 years, be considered certified hood classics. 100%.
Yep. Should be. Should
100%.
be.
If
Should be.
if fucking if We Came with Broken Teeth still gets their flowers, which they do on the internet, then this band will as well.
God, MySpace grindcore was a time, man, I tell you.
Bro, do you know what somebody said some shit on Reddit the other day? I was looking, and they said a band that I literally hadn't, like, I listened to them, obviously not like a lot, but I do, and they said Circle of Dead Children, and I was like, who the fuck knows this band? Nobody I've ever met knows this fucking band. Like,
Yeah, yeah. There's always those like really deep ones you can pull or that just stick in your head and you don't know why, but you always think you're the only one that remembers it. There was this tiny fucking screamo band from like Arizona called Nearest the Positive that I don't think ever put out like much more than an EP, but for some reason I've always remembered the name, the one song of theirs that I'd heard, and just like the way it sounded. And some of these things just stick with you. And I don't think myself being in a band, maybe not nearly as remembered as any of these, but when you're making these songs when you're fucking 17 years old, you never think anybody's gonna give a single fuck about them 20 years from now, let alone remember it. So it's really, really fucking cool when that happens.
Well, tell that to Matt Heafy, who was 19 when he put out Ascendancy with Trivium. He couldn't even drink, singing
God
about
damn
dying in your arms.
it. That's fucking crazy, man. All right, let's move on to the EPs. We got a couple to talk about this week. First up, Kiza, Dancing and Crying Volume 2. This EP is just another great addition to the long line of insanely great dance pop we've been getting these past couple of years. I'm gonna need a full Kiza and Peaches project after So Erotic. That song is a fucking banger.
Yep.
Solid EP though, man. She's 2 for 2 since we've been covering her. What'd you think of this project?
Real. These are all bangers. I did no crying. I did a lot of dancing. Great
Yep.
EP.
Yep, fair. Maybe it should just be called Dancing at this point. All right, we got a
Lots
new
of
one from
dancing.
Dirty South. What the fuck? And Ramverk. It's called Storm Breaks. I have not heard Dirty South in what feels like ages, man, but he's still got it. I thought all of these tracks were good. The title track was my favorite among them, but where the hell did Dirty South come from?
When I got a Bandcamp notification that said, "This never happened, just released an album by Dirty South," my jaw dropped. I was like, what the fuck did this just say? It's got to be a different Dirty South. Don't think it is. Since when is he doing beautiful prog house on This Never Happened, bro? That's wild. I remember seeing Dirty South in like 2011 doing like some like fucking dirty Dutch bangers and
Yep.
like autistic and shit. And this is welcome, obviously. And obviously, we haven't covered a This Never Happened in a while. So here we go. Thanks, Dirty South.
Yes, thank
Fuck.
you. Hopefully we get more. Hopefully we get more.
100%.
All right, we got a split, man. One Way Mirror, Kiawa, and I Promise the World. This project is called The Snowball Effect. The songs from One Way Mirror and Kiawa are great. One Way Mirror reminded me a lot of that band Seisha that we covered the 3 songs of like
Yes.
last year. It was very like raw, screamy in that way. But I added these for the I Promise the World tracks. We reviewed an EP of theirs last year that you threw on when they were going by the name Cinema with an
Yep.
S, and we both really, really liked it. I don't know why they changed the name, but this is what they changed it to. This is their first release since then, and it is so fucking good, dude. Future Worth Dying For is not my song of the week, but it probably should be. I think it's an instant classic in the genre and literally a must listen to for any fans of post-hardcore, screamo, or otherwise, man. Great, great shit, man. What did you think of this project?
You said it all, man. These are all fucking bangers, for sure. It's Screamo summer, baby. Let's go.
Mm-hmm. Has
This
been
is
in my
amazing,
house for
man.
decades.
I mean, it's been Screamo summer for a long time in my place. But look, man, I mean, like you said, I Promise the World is they fucking crushed it, bro. There's something I remember sending you a screenshot. I was like, what the fuck, John? And yeah, man, this EP fucks.
Yeah, I
Let's
think I
go. I
was
want
like,
I
it's
want way
cinema.
more of
You were
this.
like, oh, that makes
Yeah,
sense.
yeah. That tracks.
Yeah, that makes sense. Glad they're back. Hope we get more than this soon because this is so fucking good.
Yep.
All right, man. We got two more EPs to cover. Decoder's new one, Retro Liminal. Beautiful EP, mesmerizing at times. I really enjoyed this one, man. What about you?
Yeah, I really liked this one, man. It's a little less hard than this label tends to put out, but I actually like I realized about midway through, I was like, that's why they did it. It's very much that. It's very much what they put out, but it is both liminal and a little retro, you know what I mean? There's a lot of empty space, but it's still illegal alien coded, which is the label that it was released on. They say on the top of my recommended techno labels for a reason. This actually isn't even the first time we've covered Decoder, and I doubt it'll be our
No,
last.
it's not.
His style and percussive mastering is something that just it tickles my brain, man. Like you said
Yeah.
earlier, I'm some like a techno head or something.
This one was very Fortet adjacent too, I thought, which I think
Yes,
kind of touches on all of those, like, yeah,
but
the
art in the air,
tickles your brain side of things for
right?
sure. All right, man. We got one more EP from Dawn Razor. Squelchy Run EP is the name of this one. This is great, man. And I love how much variety that they fit within the three
Right.
songs we get here. Not one ever sounds the same or almost even the same genre. So really impressive that they pull it off and that it's all as good as it is. What did you think about it?
I like to think that 303 is a genre, and I mean, what did Ian O'Donovan, what did he
Sure.
say? Fuck genres, they're all house. But look,
Yes.
this is out on the label 17 Steps. You know that I will only add two techno EPs if it's warranted, and I'm assuming you agree that this was warranted.
Yes, of
This is
course.
like an electro infused 303 techno party, bro. There's, like you said, so much. There's three tracks, and there's so much material
Mhm.
here. It's kind of crazy, man.
It's a lot, man. It's a lot, but it's a great release, man. And I do not fault you for adding it one bit. We got a few albums to talk about. Are you ready to move on to those?
100%. Let's go.
All right, man. Kicking it off with this new one from Emilia. Perfectas is the name of it. Ever since discovering her music last year, she has been a constant presence in my daily rotation, especially my Latin rotation. She's put out a few of these tracks as singles in the lead up to the album, some of which we covered. But it was the single Blackout with Teeny and Nikki Nicole that cemented this album as one I knew we would have to check out. The album is much shorter than I was expecting at just 19 minutes, but it somehow feels substantial enough for the way that it's presented. Blackout is still my favorite and one of my songs of the summer, but I think there's a lot of great music on this album, and it's really fun to just listen to from front to back. A great Latin pop album, a great summer pop album, and for the most part, it's a lot more than the same Latin pop drums and vocals that we've heard a million times already in the brief time we've been doing this, man. She's trying things and I think they're working. I like this release. It's a solid 7 for me. Blackout is my obvious standout, man. What about you? What did you think of this one?
Yeah, I'm not a gigantic fan of this. It's not that I don't think it's good music because it is. Maybe I didn't listen deep enough. I heard a lot of what I hear in Latin pop, and that's probably my fault for not diving too deep. I only gave it two listens, so maybe I'll go back and give it another listen after you have said things. But look, man, it is good. Replay value for me is a little low. I actually like two
That's
songs a
fair.
lot though. Blackout, Pasarea
Hmm.
is very good as well. It's a 5 for me. I didn't dislike any of it, but I just didn't
It's right in the middle
love
for
any
you.
of it, you
I,
know?
I I think that that's more than fair. You went in very blind on this one, and I don't, other than Blackout, I don't think you'd really like heard much of hers. And I think that that's like a great representation of her at her best. And I heard her last album, even though we hadn't covered it, and that one has a lot more of that, but it's a lot more like Y2K coded, both in sound and aesthetics. And I think that one lands a little bit more. But I think I was able to take what I know I like about that one and carry it into my enjoyment of this one. I think if I went in blind, I would have had a similar experience as you, especially with so many like seemingly inconsequential interludes that kind of break it up in a way that doesn't feel necessary between every song for the flow of the album. So I agree with you on some points. I don't know. I would say go with your gut. If you don't think you liked it that much, you don't need to go back to it. But I would say if we end up like recapping our favorite Latin albums of the year, I would come back to this one just to see how you feel about it.
I will.
All right, man. The Duke is back. A new album from Duke Dumont is out. It is called Union. Hit me with your thoughts on this one, man.
The Duke is back with another record. The Chant is probably the best possible way he could have started this album, right into that little prelude, into right from that prelude into I Need to Know, which will likely be a classic of his. It's got Duke Dumont's fingerprints all over it, man. Someone who's familiar with his music could hear it and place it immediately. Uh, feels like this actually feels like an old school like Cosmic Gate track with those trancy like synth
Ooh,
stabs.
sick reference.
My references are out of control. Everyone knows it. My favorite part of this record, though, is that three-track run from You're Loving to All My Life. It's the perfect way to close the album, John. Trance elements and the house music, a Clementine Douglas feature, and the closer just made me want to start
Yeah.
the album all over. This album is full of bangers, full of energy, full of emotion. Love this record. 8 out of 10. Ain't giving up is going to be my standout.
Yeah, no shit. Man, yeah. So
He said no shit. All right, respect.
I've always enjoyed Duke's music. I think maybe more in single format than in album format, but he's only put out one album, so maybe that's a little unfair. But I think that's surprising for me, considering how much I always talk about how much I love when a proper EDM act puts out a full-length album, and this is definitely that. A good one too. But even though I enjoy every listen, it's not really resonating with me in the way that a lot of his singles do. Maybe it's because he gives his singles so long to breathe between releases that I typically find that they're just I recognize them as singles and not as part of an album rollout. Maybe I'm thinking too much about it, or maybe there's something to it. I don't know. But outside of the obvious bangers like that 2 song run of Your Lovin' and Ain't Giving Up with the EDM vocal goddess Clementine Douglas, most of this didn't really stick with me beyond the moment I was actually listening to it. Thought it was a beautiful album, well done, well produced. High six to a low seven for me as of now, but kind of like you with that last Emilia album. I think when it comes to time to figure out my favorite dance albums of the year, this is one I'm going to revisit before making that call. It just didn't make that cut this time for me. Obviously, Ain't Giving Up with
100%.
Clementine Douglas is the standout here.
What a banger, man. What a track.
Such a good fucking track, man. Let's move on to this one from Freddie Gibbs and The Alchemist, Alfredo 2. Yeah, man, this is this is my new album of the year. My favorite rap release in general since Blue Lips by Schoolboy Q, which, as you know, I
Wow.
gave a 10. So no need to
Wow.
drag out the suspense there either. This is in that high 9 to 10 range as well. It's beyond and no skips. Every song on here is a must listen to for me. The Alchemist took it up a level from Alfredo 1, 2, adding a little more knock to the album while still keeping the soul of what made the first so special intact. There's only 3 features on here: Anderson .Paak, Larry June, and JID, and all of them prove why they got the spots that they did. I was going to go song by song, but I don't think there's really anything to say about these songs that I haven't said about another Freddie song at some point on this podcast. So I'm just going to run through my standouts. The intro, 95, obviously with that guitar heavy instrumental evoking the 1985 production of the last album they did together, is fucking great. Lemon Pepper Steppers, holy shit. First song on the album, I had to run back on the first listen from the beginning, halfway through the first verse, because I was just so overwhelmed by what I was hearing. Ensalada with Anderson .Paak, one of the best hooks I've heard from Paak in a minute. Freddie raps his ass off on that one too. Gold Feet with JID is my favorite on the album. I have listened to it so many times since it came out. I'm probably going to do it as soon as we're done recording here. It's song of the year stuff. Lastly, though, the outro, A Thousand Mountains, ends this album on such a distinct notes. Those wind instruments over the keys and the strings, the sirens peppered in there. It's Alchemist being the Alchemist, man. So yeah, this is
Good
a
ol' Al.
masterpiece for me. Gold Feet's my standout. Fucking call it a 10, man. What did you think of this one?
I love that. Oh man, should be called ramen, but whatever, I guess. This is better than the first Alfredo, and I really like that one, man.
Yep.
Obviously, Alchemist does his thing very well on this, on the production, intentional, custom, jazzy, filled with things he's done before and things that set himself apart as a producer. Like Alchemist very rarely reuses sounds, but a lot of his production is very like notably distinct. Tracks like Mar-a-Lago and Skinny Sug showcase his production in a way that I've never really quite heard before, man. Freddie Gibbs does his thing the same way that he's always been doing it, like one of the motherfucking best in the business. Dude just floats over these beats, and when he snaps, he finds his pocket and just exploits it, which is something that I was talking to, I forget, the homie Matt. I was like, dude, when a rapper finds their pocket and they just can't fucking stop, it's like the first time a lot of people ever heard of Kendrick, which was on that one track that the game had him on, where the beat ends and Kenny's just going. Dude found a pocket and couldn't fucking stop.
Yep.
Freddie does that on pretty much every track on this. Um, Gold Feet, fantastic example of this. Dude just goes and goes and goes, and then Jid comes in and takes it immediately over from him, which, let's be real, is very difficult. The beat on this one's really great, obviously. Excuse me. I'm pretty sure that Lemon Pepper Steppers may be one of, if not my favorite rap songs of the year.
So
It might
good.
be, and you know what?
It's
Fuck
so
my
good.
favorite. It's one of the best rap songs of the year.
Yeah.
Both Al and Freddie just fucking get it on this one, man. Incredible album, two incredible musicians. It's a 9 for me. Lemon Pepper Steppers I've listened to about 8 times every day since it dropped. So there's that.
Dude,
That's my
that
standout.
song is so fucking good, man. Great score, great review, Brandon. Love it, man. This album is so fucking good. And
I'm so happy for us. We got a Freddie and Alchemist project this year.
I love that this was announced and rolled out within like 2 weeks too. Man, that's the fucking best. And it's
Right.
as great as it is. Fucking love that for us. All right, man. Talk to me about this album you threw on from Wisp, if not Winter.
Shoegaze on the playlist, my boy. I threw this on
Yeah.
because I felt it was going to be right up your alley. I'm assuming that it is.
Hmm.
Don't tell me yet. Wisp is newer to the shoegaze world, but absolutely fucking crushing it at over 3 million monthlies. Crazy to think that this is actually a debut album. It's loud, it's distorted, it's reverbed all the way out. The instruments on this record can range from soft and pretty to like hard and riffy, which
Yep.
is something I like very much about this music. It's a pretty neat album, man. A lot of the tracks blend together, but that's a shoegaze record for you. You
Yeah.
can tell it's shoegaze because of the way that it is. I like this one a lot. It's a 7 for me. Save Me Now is going to be my standout. Um, Dying to hear your thoughts.
So you added this and I didn't know anything about this girl. So I like I went to listen to her. I saw the follower count that you said, and I was like, what the fuck is going on? How did this get by? And
TikTok.
apparently over the last year or so, she has gone viral on TikTok from a single that she put out. I don't think that's part of this album. So naturally, a lot of the discussion I'm starting to see around this album mostly comes across the shoegaze gatekeepers who are doing what they do best as someone who doesn't consider themselves a shoegaze
She
snob.
doesn't
I
even look at
thought
her shoes, man.
exactly. She doesn't even look at her shoes. But as I don't consider myself a shoegaze snob, so I thought this shit was pretty fucking good. I like her voice. I like the guitars. Haven't dug into the lyrics very much yet, but in general, I like the way this music sounds. And that was enough for me to have a good time every time it came on, man. Light 7 for me. I thought it was a really good record. I'm gonna definitely be revisiting it. The standout though is the intro, man. Sword. It caught my attention right away. Other highlights for me, though, Breathe On to Me and Guidelight were really, really good as well. Good album, man. Thank you for adding it. Definitely
Yeah,
was up my alley, so I appreciate that.
I have, as is tradition, because I'm not on the socials, missed all of the garbage that comes with people who go viral immediately. I heard no hype about this one. This wasn't on any subreddits like pop heads or anything like that. I've just been
No.
following her for like I think a year, and we just haven't covered her because we cover a lot of like shoegaze and shit already, you know. And I couldn't verify whether or not she gazes at her shoes as she clicks the pedals. She might hire somebody to click the pedals for her so as not to dirty them. I'm kidding. She probably doesn't. But
Shut the fuck up.
but look, man, I like the record, man. I thought it was good. Debut album, good for her.
Yeah, good for her. All right, man, let's move on to this new one, or semi-new one from Straight from the Path. This one came out back in May. It's quickly become one of my favorite metal albums of the year, so I had to throw it on. I've been listening to it weekly, sometimes daily, and it hits every single time. I needed you to hear it. It's sadly the last album that they're going to be releasing. I didn't look into the reasoning for that, but I hope they succeed at whatever they do with their lives after this, and I eternally thank them for leaving us with this masterpiece of an album. You can't start an album off any better than with a song like Kubrick's Stare, but it doesn't let up from there, man. We get some
Oh no.
really fun contributions on here from other metal acts that I'm enjoying lately, like Landmarks, Poison the Well. We get some metal, we get new metal, we get hardcore, we get rap rock, we get whatever the fuck else they want on here. And it's all incredible, man. I am sad I won't get to see them unless they announce a reunion tour sometime, but that's something that comes with the cost of being late to the party. That's my bad. This album is in the 9 to 10 range for me. I think it's that good, dude. Kubrick Stare is my standout. Please tell me what you thought of this album and about their set at Warp Tour, which you really haven't told me about that I made you go watch.
You didn't make me, but you gave me a recommendation and I love you, so I went and I brought my entire fucking crew with me. So there's
Thank
that.
you. Thank you.
All right, you ready? Because this is actually a fun story. So thank you
Hit
for the
me.
recommendation. We were I think I might have told the story on the podcast. I don't think that I told you it was when we were watching Stray from the Path. They came on in the afternoon. I want to say 3, maybe 4 o'clock. Sun was still out, you know what I mean?
Hmm.
Um, and I was obviously I'd been drinking because it's Warped Tour and I'm
Yep.
Brandon. So we were having a good time, the whole group, and me, the homegirl, and shout out to Justin and his girl Rima. I love them. We were right there sitting, just kind of sitting on like there's this like grassy hill with like shade, which was so needed at the moment. Straight from the Path comes on. I brought them all with me. They're crushing it, right? I
Hmm.
want to get in the pit, but my God, it's fucking hot. It's 4 o'clock in the afternoon. You'd think for an ocean at Long Beach there would be a breeze. No breeze. No, none of that. I see a bunch of EMTs that are on their break. And I thought to myself, all right, well, one of them's got to get in the pit if they're out here watching Straight from the Path. So I bring me and the homie over there and we're like, yo, let's get in the pit. And one of them was like, yeah, let's go. She starts like taking her belt off and shit like that. I was like, for real? Let's go. She's like, I'm kidding, bro. I ended up calling her a pussy. It was a fun time. But their set was amazing. They really crushed it, man. And I knew that they were going to be a little varied sonically, but
Yeah.
the album itself is wild, man. Like you said, rap rock, some new metal, some interesting hardcore,
Yep.
some just like straight up blast beats in a
I
couple
fucking
moments,
love
which
it.
is
I'm obsessed with it, dude.
look, man, I don't know why they're breaking up, but this is the life for a metal slash hardcore band in 2025. I mean, they played Warped Tour, they probably made a bag, and they were like, you know what? This is it. We peaked.
Well,
This
it
is our
sounds
high
like
school. This is call us out, Bunty.
yeah. I was gonna say it sounds like outside of the performance itself, you probably were just enjoying yourself and your friends. But I wonder if they did say anything like, "Hey, this is our last time ever doing
No,
this."
they
So
didn't.
like,
I actually was listening like a
that's
lot.
so crazy. Yeah,
Yeah.
just walk it off. Such a good
Yeah,
fucking album.
they did a whole fuck ice thing. It was cool.
Yeah,
It was cool.
sure.
Yeah.
What's your final score on this one? How are you feeling about it?
Hold on, I haven't even gotten to my review
Oh
yet.
yeah, yeah,
Uh,
please.
I was,
That was
look,
just your
man, the
story
break.
about seeing that.
Yeah. So Fuck Them All to Hell has to be one of my favorite breakdowns on the album. Maybe one of my
Yeah.
favorite breakdowns this year. Those panic chords are amazing. These
Yeah.
guys are just pure fucking energy, man. No one slows down. I enjoyed this one. It's a 7. Fuck Them All to Hell is very clearly the standout on this record.
That song is so good, man. I love that one. Bodies in the Dark with Poison the Well is so
It's a good
cool
one.
too,
It's a
man.
good one.
I just
Also,
love that
shout
we're
out Poison the
seeing
Well.
Poison the Well again. Yeah, popping up on shit like this.
Somebody bring Zao back, please.
Please. All right, man. We got an album from SCARAB you threw on here called Burn After Listening. Great album title. What did you think about this one?
Fight back.
God damn it, that's in my review.
This album fucks, bro. Pure ferocity. It is unrelenting. This might be my favorite hardcore record of the year, dude. They have enough two-step and enough punk energy while still having like a little bit of that tough guy hardcore, which we all guiltily, pleasurely like. I don't have too much to say aside from the fact that this absolutely fucks, bro. This is an 8 for me. Animal in Pain is an insane song. Just an insane song.
Yeah, man, this is exactly what I want from an hardcore album. Just heavy, intense, to the point. I treat the fight back lyric in Animal Pain like a call to arms for the rest of the album,
Fucking
which is just
fight
13 more
back,
minutes of
bro.
craziness.
My God.
Drums on this are so good, dude. Not just the way they're played, but the way they sound. The
Oh,
clap with nails.
you mean like an overinflated handball hitting somebody's face?
Exactly, which is what we
Yeah,
need more drums to sound like.
thousand
Uh,
percent.
Nails is on here. Fucking love seeing Nails on an album. They fucking rock. That song's good. Every song on here is good, man. Solid 8 for me. My standout is Animal Pain, purely for the fight back.
And I love how that's a breakdown call out for sure. And then it's one of the more simple breakdowns I've
It's
heard.
like 4 bars,
And
yeah.
fucking yes,
Dun,
bro.
dun,
My
dun, dun.
God. It doesn't have to be like 18 different chugs, bro. Just fucking break down and they did it, bro. The Scarab fucking did it.
They fucking did it. The scare. All right, man. Last album this week is from Abrupt Decay. It's called The Illusion of Our Choices in a World of No Options. So much great heavy music this week. This is among the best of it, man. This is the exact type of batshit crazy hardcore album that I love. The strain on the screams hurts my voice just listening to it. all of the breakdowns on here are so ferocious and heavy, equally great at taking things in different directions musically when they want to, like on Pressure Sores. We talked about 9B recently, still one of my favorites on the album. The tracks featuring other artists and great are great, and they all do like a great job incorporating the personality of the artist that they're working with. Hypothermia with Trench is a great example of that. I don't have much more to say about this one. I really liked it. Somewhere like high seven, low eight. My standout, I think, is either Pressure Sores or 9B, though, man. Both bangers. What did you think about this one?
We've gotten a lot of decent music from Canada over the last few decades, man. We've got
Mm-hmm.
Justin Bieber, we've got Silverstein, we've got Rush, right?
Yeah.
Abrupt Decay might be the most chaotic thing we've ever gotten from Canada. Like, if we're being real, uh, this is absolutely fucking unhinged, John. Chaotic in one of the best ways. If Ingurgitating Oblivion decided to become a hardcore band, this is what they would be. 9B that we covered a couple weeks ago was wasn't like super extremely representative of the rest of the album, but I'm okay with that. They definitely have this like I mean, their Spotify bio says chaotic hardcore. That's the only way you can describe these guys.
Yes. Yeah.
They crush it. I will be paying very close attention to this band. And I hope they
Same.
never change their style or they break up right now and and this is what we're left with. Those are the only two options for them. It's a 7 for me. 9B is just a fucking massive banger.
Really fucking good, man. I'm glad you enjoyed all these ones as well, man. This was a fun week. We had a lot of great music.
Yeah, we did.
We will be back next time covering last Friday's releases as well as the ones coming up in like 2 days on this Friday. So we'll be covering new albums from Amaray, Baby Metal, Genevieve, JID, Kerosene Heights, K Tronada, Taylor Swift, new music from a bunch more artists. If you want to know what we'll be covering exactly, follow along with our weekly rotating playlist. You can find the link to that in the show notes. You can also find us on Instagram and Reddit. Just search podcast about a playlist, hit follow, say hi. We will see you all next time. Peace.
Peace.